All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Roy Matthew. Welcome to Love and Poetry. Yeah. I'm telling you, this is the most amazing show on TV. You can't afford to miss this. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all looking sweet. You're looking like love. All right, tonight we have amazing poets that will be. You know, I found out that many years ago, women are won by poetry. Yeah. You will have to have the sweetest words to be able to get a girl into your heart. Girls were so sensitive to words. And so that is why it is not a mistake that we have love. It's not actually love and poetry, it's love and poetry. And so we have these amazing poets today in the house, and they will be giving us some best of love poems that ears have never heard. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and I'll be back. You clap. Ladies and gentlemen, love can never be complete without words. As a matter of fact, words carry love. And in love is hidden words. If you have the right words, you have the right love. That is why it's important for everyone to be able to know the right words that activate love. Many relationships are destroyed. Many relationships collapse because of words. Many amazing relationships have been created and established just because of words. Wars are started because of. And that is why it is highly important that you understand both the psychology and spirituality of words concerning relationship and marriage. And that's why today I'll be teaching you briefly on the power of words when it comes to relationship and marriage. Unfortunately, many people think that I love you is very romantic. I'll be teaching you the 5 most romantic words, and I love you is not one of them. As a matter of fact, people are tired of I love you. I love you has become so common that now it sounds like lie. If I say I love you, you feel like, it doesn't sound like it's true. But then there are certain words when they are being used, they don't only interpret your intention, but they also carry the symbol of love into the hearts of people who are hearing you. So once they hear that, they don't hear what you're saying. They see love. And that is why we're going to learn about words. But before then, we have some beautiful, amazing poets that will be giving us some love poems. The first, ladies and gentlemen, is none but Randy Manny. Give it up for Randy Manny.
Yo, what's up? How are you doing? Good? Yeah, so put a smile on your face. Like, all right. I want to sing this song to one of the 3 lovers I have. I love that one. Very strong. And you know who is that? God the Most High. Yeah. After God, now my parent. After my parent, now my babe. No, I never marry no, sister. Now my babe. I love you just the way my flesh is attached to my bone. Though I've never seen you, but I always feel I'm not alone. You took me and refined me so that I can be a clone. I connect with you on prayer like connecting through the phone. I know I disappoint you so many times when you're calling, but your faithfulness always holding me back when I'm falling. What a privilege God has chosen to be my God. To God the ones He loves and cherish, it's never hard. This joy that you're giving me is making me go mad. So many wish to see me dead cause I call you dad. Kaunar ce ta sa idan na fadi ina kunya, tine da alheri da ke zuwa kowace hanya. Kaunar ka ba irin ta budurwa da tsaurayi ba ne, baka kin wanda ka kaunace shi ko mummuna ne. Baka bida na baka kuɗi kamin ka kaunace ni, kamar su Aisha da ke bida kamin su so ni. Kaunar da kayi mun ka ba da ɗanka don haɗaya, don ka tsaftace ni har ka ban sabbin kaya. Ai dole na bi ka ko da yake bin ka da wuya. I remember the last I offend you and you forgave me. Whenever I'm with you, God, I always feel free. The door to my heart, Shina me and you get key. I know if you double date, I make devil know if it peep see. Whenever I remember that you are a jealous God, and any action you take, you know they feel word. Word really sharper than two-edged sword. Ah, who I be to play with your love, O Lord? Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for this time.
Randy Mani. Thank you so much. Love is never complete without words. The transition of how women are won. It started when the most powerful and the strongest man in the village will always win the woman. They'll come up, they'll bring a cane, they'll flog a set of men. The one who is able to withstand the pain will get the woman. Whether she likes him or not, that is her husband. And that was changed. It came to another generation where the man with the best words will always win the woman. And then, unfortunately, in this generation, we have missed it. It is now the man who has the biggest pocket wins the women. Women, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? No, just be sincere. Do you agree with that? No. Huh? You agree with that? Huh? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, love can be won in court by showing money, by wealth. But it cannot be sustained by the wealth, by the strength. Okay? There's what is called the strength of words. Words actually have muscles. They all have strength. First of all, let me tell you some of the phrases that are so strong to destroy your relationship or marriage. So never use the following phrases in your relationship or marriage. Delete them from your mind. Take them out. Number one phrase, it is your fault. Avoid it. Even when it is obvious that it is your partner's fault, never mention it verbally that it is your fault. Avoid it totally. Let me tell you what it does. It is your fault has a way of crushing your partner's confidence. It also has a way of making them to think that you don't trust them. You don't believe them. So avoid it is your fault. All right. Number two phrase. Avoid. Who can guess? Who can guess? Is close to it is your fault. Who can guess? Somebody must guess. Who can guess that? Yes, tell me. It is not my Fault. Exactly. How did you get that? This guy is sharp. This guy is sharp. It is not my fault. Avoid, it is your fault. And avoid, it is not my fault. Because if I say avoid, it is your fault, then you think that then I can use it is not. No. Avoid these two totally. It is your fault. It is not my fault. Avoid them totally. This phrase has the power to destroy your relationship. Words, or rather phrases, that you should avoid in your relationship or marriage. Because these phrases have the power to destroy, to crash your relationship. Is that okay? Now, this is the phrase. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. Maybe you are having a small fight or something, and you can do what you want to do. Avoid this phrase by all means. Are you getting me? Avoid it totally. That's number 3. Huh? Number 4, no matter what, don't say it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to quit the relationship. I don't care. Never say them. Never say them. Never say this phrase. I don't care. Avoid them totally. Is that okay? Now, I'm going to teach you the most romantic words or phrases that you should always use. First of all, let me define what romance is. Because some of you, at the mention romance now, you are hate. They tell you, say, it's squeezing. You tell you it needs some. Romance is not touch. No. Or maybe let me start by defining what romance is not. Romance is not touch. Romance is not kiss. Romance is not those things. Romance is respect. Romance is courtesy. Actions that are taken to make the other person feel excited, feel pleased, feel calm, feel themselves, feel confident, feel highly valued. That is the meaning of romance. So the words you use, the action you exhibit, you ask yourself, do they make my partner feel valued? If yes, then that is romantic. Do you get that? So now I'm going to teach you the most romantic words to use in your relationship. Number 1, thank you. Thank you is highly romantic. Unfortunately, because we feel that they are so simple, they are just by the way. Always find a way of saying thank you. Even at the smallest gestures that your partners exhibit, say thank you. But let me tell you the thank you that is even more powerful. The thank you that is more powerful is the thank you that is sent through text. Through text. You can be with your partner in your room, and then your partner does something that needs to be appreciated. Okay? You can tell them verbally, thank you, and then still send them a text right there in the room. Oh gosh, this is so romantic. Yes. Learn to text thank you. Learn to verbalize thank you. And again, thank you that comes with gift is even more powerful. No matter how small the gift is. I'm just here to say thank you, so take this. Or you can just send recharge card of airtime of just 200 bucks, 200 naira. I just want to say thank you with this 200 naira airtime. It's amazing. Okay? Number 2 phrase, most romantic phrase is I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry has a way of melting people's hearts. You know, when they're angry, they want to, and you just say, I'm sorry. I am sorry. But I'm sorry shouldn't just be verbalized with the lips. Make sure that I'm sorry comes from your heart. Because whatever comes from your heart shows in your eyes. So let I am sorry show in your eyes that you are really sorry. Not that you are like, I'm sorry. Okay? You should show remorse. You should show that you are really, truly sorry. And I am sorry means, this is the meaning of I'm sorry. I'm sorry means I don't want to hurt you. I really care. That's the meaning of I'm sorry. I'm sorry does not mean that the person should not react that way. No, you're not telling. When you take I'm sorry to mean that the person should not react the way they are reacting, you are getting it wrong. So the person is angry, he's shouting, he say, I'm sorry. But I say I'm sorry now. Because you want the person to know. I'm sorry means I care. I won't hurt you again. I repent. I won't do it again. So allow them to be angry at that time. But make sure you say, I am sorry. I want to ask a question. Which one is more romantic? I love you and send me your account details. Which one is more romantic? All right, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. Yes, I'm going to come back to address this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's gear out for our last point for the day. Riwo.
The title of this poem is The Trip. There's no love without forgiveness. So, and love is also a journey. So I titled this poem The Trip. So may you be blessed, Abby. So, teach me how to forgive endlessly in this trip of love. Teach me to forget why you made me cry. Teach me to hop in and continue this ride. Teach me how to fix. To fix when there's a flat tire, I wonder how my mom got my dad. Teach me how to push. To push the car when the engine is cold. Teach me to forgive you endlessly, so that I won't have to watch you leave alone, and pick someone else up. Thank you.
Yeah, yes. That was amazing, powerful. You know, I wanted to say, right on, more. And it ended right there. Teach me to forgive. That takes us to the next most romantic phrase. And this is it. I forgive you. I forgive you comes when your partner is asking for forgiveness. Always verbalize forgiveness. Don't just say, I forgive in my heart. Also, give them the assurance that you have forgiven by verbalizing the phrase, I have forgiven. So, teach me how to forgive. Because forgiveness is such a strong attitude that we are lacking in our relationship and marriage. So may God really teach us how to really, really forgive. Now, the last most romantic word or phrase that you should always use. Tell them, I'm proud of you. Girl, I'm proud of you. Your partner perhaps is involved in something like performance. Maybe your partner is a poet, a dancer, a musician, and all that. After performing, make sure you tell them, I am proud of you. And having said all that I've said, now let me conclude. You see, I said the most romantic phrases. Now there are phrases, all these phrases that I've mentioned can actually be non-verbal. They are in action. You can actually tell your partner that I am proud of you without saying the words. As a matter of fact, it is even more effective when you show you an attitude that you are proud of them. Your partner is doing something and you show up. It shows clearly that you are proud of them. You don't need to mention that I'm proud of you. You're getting me? So your action is even louder and more effective than the words. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take question. Anybody has question for me?
What should I do when the trouble is more than the sorry I have?
Okay, what do you mean by that?
The trouble around is more than the sorry I'm trying to give.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, when the situation is bigger, the trouble is bigger than I am sorry. Earlier on, I defined what I am sorry means. I'm sorry means, one, I care. So in that situation, show the care. Number two, I am sorry also means I've repented. I'm not going to do this. So if you are the cause of that trouble, make sure you don't repeat it. I am sorry also means that I regret doing this. So make sure you show remorse. Sometimes when there's trouble in relationship or marriage, your attitude can be a solution to the problem. How you behave, how you act. If you show concern, that you're concerned, you're also troubled concerning this issue, it has a way of dealing with the issue. You see, when you say understand, there's the need for understanding relationship, you must show that you need that understanding. Your partner cannot just understand until you show that you are ready to understand with them. And one way is showing that you are concerned, you are bothered concerning this situation. It is easy to call your partner and have an understanding and say, this situation, we can't deal with it. That is why some couples will come together and say, look, we cannot help this situation. Let's go our separate ways. You go, I go. But they understand because the trouble is so big. Sorry cannot fix it. But they have the understanding and they move. And you see that they will still be friends.
I've learned some more about love today. Concerning one of the phrases you said we should not be using as you can do whatever you want to do. I don't know if this applies in, not when you are having a conflict. You just want to take a decision and your partner say you can do what you want to do. Is it okay to use that phrase in that scenario or it applies in all conditions?
All right, thank you. Good question. Now, ladies and gentlemen, imagine if I tell you, babe, I really love you. Right? And, babe, I really love you. I think there's difference, right? Sometimes it is not really what you say, but how you say that matters. So in such kind of situation, when you want to tell the person to really take the option, you're giving them the freedom to decide for themselves. It is not really about the phrase. It is how now you're able to say that phrase in that situation. If we truly, truly, genuinely love ourselves, words matters. It is when there is not true love that people will look after or look for money more than words. Words sustain love. True love. True love is activated by words. So you can have all the money, there's money, but God has built in our system the need to hear words that people value us. They need to hear that we are being appreciated. In every human. As a matter of fact, the biggest psychological need of every human being on earth is to be appreciated. The biggest, none other than that. To feel appreciated, to feel valued. Once you give someone that, it is enough. Any other thing can come. But so, my point is, if you have love for each other, truly, genuinely, the words count. The number two question, so if there's no balance, it means there's no love. You're not meant for each other. That's the point. If your partner is saying that, I don't need the words. I don't want to hear any words. You are telling the person, I'm proud of you. I care for you. I appreciate you. You're all that. And then the person says, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. The two of you are not meant for each other at all. Me and my wife were married for years. She still appreciates my compliments to her. Yes. Still appreciate them. They love it. We all love it. We men can pretend. We can pretend to be, we're this kind of hard guys. The words pierce through our hearts. It's just that we don't show it. Is that not, my brother? Yeah. So the last question, what's the last question again? Can you just mention? I've just answered it. You see, yes, it's applicable to every human being. But now, where the language now matters is how it is being said based on the traditions and cultures of different people and all that. Now, you can express, I am proud of you. Okay? That intention, that meaning, that I am proud of you. You can express it in another language, in another method. But it still stands that I am proud of you. And that's why I said all these words can be non-verbal. You can actually tell somebody, I'm proud of you, without saying them as words. So it is applicable to every human. And guess what? Even dogs. If you have dogs as pets, they love to be appreciated. Yes. If they do something and they're happy. They are animals. So humans love to be valued, love to be appreciated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Roy Matthew, and we have come to the end of today's show, Love and Poetry. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I'm looking forward to seeing you. See you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Yeah. All right.